Hello, everybody. Today, we're going to be taking a look at a tool that I use to create content for clients, SEOWriting.ai. And it's basically an AI writing tool that has a bunch of different features, which I use none of. And really, the one that I truly use is the one click blog post where you input certain information, such as keywords and whatnot, and it'll create a fully fleshed out blog post for you. And so let's look at this now. And the nice thing is that it now has access to Claude 3.5 Sonnet, which I've been waiting for, and we will see how the output looks. So I actually already did create a piece, but I'm actually going to show you guys how, because it does take some time, and I didn't want to wait in the video. But I'm just going to show you guys how to do it. So the first thing you want to do is just add a keyword that you want to rank for. So, for example, how to write um, good content um, for example, how to write good website content that converts, right? And you can, if you have a specific title in mind, you can write that as well, or you can just generate a title there and it'll generate something for you. So create website content that converts, expert tips. I probably would do something myself. And you can article size. So what I did for this specific one was small. You don't want content to be too long because then it becomes repetitive and it leaves more room for error for the AI model to create because it's just more content. So it's going to start adding fluff. So I'll just keep it as small, and you can change the tone of voice. So I said friendly here, but it would be nice if we can have our own sort of prompt for the tone of voice, but I kept it at friendly. And I set it to first person, but you can set the point of view as well. And I actually set this to Sonnet, and I set this to conversational English, which is 6th grade, which I found to be the sweet spot for myself for certain content. But sometimes you do want to have other grade readable human text. So you sometimes you just leave it at recommended. But for me, I did 6th grade, and you can set up a target country, which I set to the United States. And you can also add details that you want to add to the blog post. In this case, I didn't, but you can add, for example, if it's, if it's like a blog post about your, web development, you can plug in your web development agency there. And it also does create AI generated images, which I did not do because sometimes they're good, sometimes they're not. But so I didn't do that. And it can also add YouTube videos as well, which I did not do, but sometimes that might be useful. It'll basically go on YouTube and find relevant YouTube videos based on the actual topic, and it'll add that as well. And then what you want to do is you want to add keywords that you want to include in the text. So normally what I'll do is I'll click on NLP keyword generation, and it'll generate multiple keywords here. But what you can also do is if you guys have Neuron Writer, I have a review on my channel about Neuron Writer, which I'll leave in the description box below. But I use Neuron Writer to actually plug in the keyword that I want to rank for how to write website content for the users. And it basically took out all the keywords for the top competitors in that space. I selected which competitors I want to use as the source. And then what I did was I copied the keywords as well. And let's go back here. And I just pasted that. So let's go back here. And then I copied that and then I pasted it. So now I have 121 keywords. Now this will be useful when the actual content is generated. I can copy the generated content and paste it into Neuron, and it'll tell me how good of a score I get based on the keywords that are in the content. And then once you have that, you can also set up the introductory hook, right? So for me, I specifically did personal or emotional, but depending on what kind of content you create, you can do that as well. I set yes to conclusion tables, H3 lists, italics, but I said no to quotes because I noticed that sometimes when you try to do like if you try to use originality.ai to like see if it's AI generated, the more quotes, the more key takeaways, the more FAQs, they almost consider that to be AI because AI generated is notorious for that. So generally for this, I did know, but sometimes it might be useful, sometimes not. You just have to really test it. So I didn't know for those. And external linking, I set this to automatic, and then I set this to 8 to 10 links and evenly throughout. And basically, it's gonna find links that are relevant, and it's going to try to embed that into the content. And I also did connect to deep web, which is basically, it analyzes hundreds of the most relevant websites with statistical data to create factually accurate articles, operating automated citations. I also added citations as well, and I set this to a link name URL. And you can also, for the outline editor, you can keep this as is, or you can do and enable the outline editor, and you can do magic bag, which basically creates a outline for you. Or if you want to do your own outline, say for example you want to go to ChatGPT and then just ask it to help you figure out what the outline should look like, you can do that as well. There's a format that you have to let ChatGPT know. Basically, it's 2 columns. Column one, it says 1, 2, 3. Actually, yeah. So I can show you guys. They have a video on this. Sorry, one sec.
Look at these KPIs. One's
Yeah, it's wrong. Sorry.
are all wrong.
Okay, skip. And then basically this is the outline here. So you have column 1 on the left side, 1, 2, 3, which denotes the actual heading type. And then you have the text on the right for each heading. And once you have that, you can you're ready to go. And then you just click on run, and it'll create a blog post for you. For this one specifically, it takes around say 5 to 7 minutes. And once you have that, you have the actual piece, which it's right here. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to quickly go over the actual content, because I actually didn't go over the content to see if it's good or not. And you can take a look at the content to see the quality of the content. So it is using Claude 3.5 Sonnet. So I expect the content to be good, but we'll find out. So how to write website content that people will read, a user-centric guide. I remember the day I launched my first website. It was exciting, but visitors left quickly. That's when I learned about user-centric web content. It's about what our audience needs to hear. This guide will help you create a copy that keeps readers coming back. And then you can click on the link, and let's see where it says, and it takes you to a relevant link. Web writing includes blogs, articles, and more. Being a website copywriter, I know users' need are important. If we focus on what users want, we make their experience better and improve results. Developing a website content strategy is crucial. It's about knowing your audience and creating valuable content. Doing this right can get you more readers and keeping them coming back. Let's explore making content for the web that truly connects with the reader. So I think this still has sort of the AI feel to it. It's better than GPT-4o, but I still feel like you can sort of tell there's something off about it. So understanding your audience and purpose. Writing for the right audience helps you communicate better and boost sales. I first find out who my readers are and what they like. Then I look at what data tells me about them. Defining your target reader. Yeah, I think this still has that sort of AI flow to it, but we'll see how SEO optimized it is. We can definitely work on, maybe it's the yeah, I think there's probably a better way to humanize this content, but I think, okay, let's keep on going to see how the rest of the article is. So each section is a little bit too short for my liking, but okay, using the PASS framework. The PASS framework is a great writing tool. Let me explain how I use it. Problem: identify a common issue with your audience. I Identify a common issue your audience faces. Agitate. Emphasize the consequence of not addressing the problem. Solution. Present your product or service as the answer. How to write website content for the user. User focused content is like talking to a friend. It's important to think of your readers like coffee buddies. So I feel like this truly is reading to a fifth grader. I think that's what I said it at. Maybe in terms of the readability, I would probably put it at a higher level. I just wanted to see what that grade looks like. And if you recall, going back, I set it to a fifth or sixth grader, where it's like you're talking to someone in sixth grade. I guess this is how you would talk about or talk like when you're talking to a sixth grader. So maybe that's why the output is like that. Structuring your content for readability. Organizing your content well is key to keeping readers interested. Writing for the web is, see, like, yeah, it's not doing it for me. I think, okay, developing a unique voice and tone. Create a unique voice. Brand voice is very important in the digital world. There are also so many blog posts every day. There's so many blog posts every day. It's crucial to stand out. Your writing and tone should, yeah, yeah. Let me copy this. Let me copy the article. Let me paste it into Neuron Writer. I just want to see if it actually inputted the keywords. And let's go here. And so it is telling me I got a score of 39, and it's missing a bunch of these keywords: type of content, piece of content, content like. And as I mentioned in Neuron Writer, you can improve this by using their AI generated AI workflow, which is basically I can auto insert, and it's waiting for AI generated content, and it's going to take pieces of the content, and it's going to try to input these keywords itself. So accept, and you can see the score slowly go up. Like if I keep on clicking on accept and see it's slowly going up. um but I would not say this is a workflow that I run off if I want to create good content. I mean, even if you're using AI, you're gonna have to spend a little bit of time really creating good content. So this is a first draft, just to show you guys how SEOWriting.ai works. In my opinion, I think it's not 100% there yet. I do use it for client work, but I would basically heavily modify the content to make it sound a lot better. But yeah, I just wanted to make a quick video on SEOWriting.ai and its capabilities. And I think I'll make another round, another video on this, just to show you guys how I would take an output from SEO Writing AI, because it does do the legwork for you. It does create content for you. It does structure things for you. So I think that's good. But I think I probably need to make another video on how I take that content and I actually humanize it, or I actually make it good and ready for publishing for readers to actually to read. So I'll do another test in another video. But yeah, hope you guys like that video. Try to make it short and sweet. Thank you very much. And until next time, see you guys later. Take care.